is going on, YouTube? And before you ask, no, I do not have a pimple on my forehead. You are seeing things. This head is squeaky clean. So today I thought I'd do a kind of a mix of a pickups video as well as a channel update, since we've changed so much lately. And obviously a lot's going on. This is clearly a very new space that I cannot wait to talk about. I've got sound paneling now. I have a camera, not just a cell phone. I have a shelf, and I even have a separate entertainment room. Oh, it's so cool. I'll show that to you later though. Today we're gonna be talking about things I picked up in March. A lot of it's just pre-orders coming through, but I'm super excited for all of them. The first big pickup is the Monster Hunter Stories 2 amiibo. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never played the Monster Hunter Stories franchise. I love Monster Hunter. We talked about it several times. I've done a review. You can watch. It's really good. But I've never seen the actual like side game. I know it's a lot like Pokemon. It's like an RPG where you do kind of breed and raise some of the monsters in the game, but I've never played it. However, if you know anything about the Monster Hunter Stories, you know the first run of amiibos, are super expensive. They only released in Japan. So when these came out, they came out in limited quantities. I'm expecting them to be valuable one day. I'm not going to necessarily sell them. I do like them. They're really cool, especially the Ina amiibo. I think just looks fantastic. We rarely see like a kind of that much of a humanoid figure in amiibo. Usually it's got kind of like an anime scaling to it, or there's a lot of effects behind it, or they're wearing a lot of stuff. This one's just, I think, very interesting. I also really like, I think it's the Rave Rathian. Admittedly, I've not played it. Maybe it's Ratha Rave. That sounds right. I like the Ratha Rave. His pose is a little less dynamic than I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for that kind of like imposing Magdamalo, but it's totally cool. Then the last one, I want to call it a Palico, but I feel like it's not right. I picked that up by kind of accident, but I got lucky, got it for like $5. So I was totally happy with that, but I did get all three. So very excited about that. They are super cool. I am definitely excited to have them in my collection, though they're probably the least hype of everything I've picked up. If you know anything about me, I can't leave well enough alone. So I was super excited for Skyward Sword to come out. I'm actually currently playing through it right now, and I am absolutely adoring it. I'll have a review coming out in a little bit. Should be out pretty quick. But I am adoring this game. So I had to, of course, get the Zelda and Loftwing amiibo when it got announced. I was super excited for it. It is absolutely beautifully articulated. The detail is immaculate. I do not know how they keep knocking it out of the park with these amiibo in 2021, but it is wonderful. The functionality is insane. It's so cool. It was something that I didn't think was going to be a big deal, but it is so useful to be in a temple, be able to pop up, kind of refill my potions, fix my equipment and everything, and pop straight back down into an underground temple, which wouldn't be possible otherwise. So really enjoy that. It's not exactly like a game breaker not to have it. It's not a huge deal, but it is nice when I do need to use it, and I can. I've used it probably out of necessity, maybe like 5 or 6 times in about 20 hours, and I've used it for fun like 100. It's so cool, and I love being able to pop right up into Skyloft. If you haven't played Skyward Sword, absolutely, it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. The Joy-Cons, you'll notice, are also not stuck anymore. They did not drift this early on. You know I can't leave well enough alone. I love me some custom switches, so I did go ahead and replace the black thumbsticks here with white ones. I think the white thumbstick look is just 10 times better. Honestly, I kind of wish they'd given them like white buttons, but they haven't done that with official joysticks, and I'm not going to go back in on these until I have to. But I'm very happy with how those turned out. Now, my last big pickup for this month is this, and I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and assume that most of you have absolutely no idea what you're looking at. You'll notice it's very dark. It's not exactly very aesthetic. And this is the Shin Megami Tensei 3 Remaster Collector's Edition. This was only available in Japan in very limited quantities. It wasn't that expensive. I was able to pre-order it for a reasonable amount of money from what I'm guessing was like a US or Japanese scalper. but it was hard to get. It took forever to get here. It actually just got here today, so that's why I'm recording this video. But it is wonderful if you like the game. I have a review for this game coming out, but it's gonna be a long boy, like probably an hour. So go ahead and buckle in on that one. You might watch it 2x speed, but it's good. It's good. I'm really excited for it. I've got a lot of thoughts about this game, but I knew if I put 70 hours into it, I of course had to get the collector's edition. So inside is really cool. We do get obviously a copy of the game. This is the PS4 version because I do have it on Switch. Let me go ahead and empty this. So here is the game. The cover is pretty bland, I think we can all say. The back cover is very interesting. I also think it's interesting because it doesn't have Hikawa on there, which if you've played the game, that means something. If not, you don't care. They also go ahead and give you this. Now, this is kind of an art book and informational text, but it's based on, at the very, very beginning, one of the characters in the game finds a magazine that kind of kicks off the speculation and the information in the game, and this is based on that, and it's got a ton of detail. I'll try and show it on camera if I can, but it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it yet, though I'm hoping to, but it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek feel of some of the characters and events. It even shows you like how to grow and chain up a mannequin, which I think is hilariously funny. So I'm a big fan of this. I've already flipped through it and I can't wait to go back when I can actually read it. Next up is this, which you might recognize some of the runes as indicative of the Amala network. You'd be correct.
Hi, Editor West here. I just want to say that I've personally listened to this line about 100 times, and I have no idea what I was saying. I think it was an iteration of "it'd be correct," but quite frankly, I said that with a lot of confidence, and I have no idea why.
So inside is this. Now, I think it's really cool, but it's hard to explain. It is an Amala Nexus point from the game. Now, just like in the game, when you use it or when you plug it in, it actually turns blue, which is super cool. It doesn't have like any animations, which I'd be hoping for, but it is pretty cool just to see. It's also packaged like exorbitantly well, so that's cool. But it's definitely hard to get out, but really cool. I've already plugged it in and checked it out. It's just really quality, which I appreciate. And finally, we have this piece, which is a 2-disc soundtrack from the game. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the soundtrack in this game is pretty mid, but it is really cool. It's also got some really cool artwork on the discs that I hope that camera is picking up. So hopefully some of that's showing up on camera, but that's pretty much what I've picked up recently. I know that was a pretty short pickups video. I really just wanted to use this as a springboard to talk about some of the changes that have been happening on the channel and are going to continue to happen on the channel. You might have noticed that Dokkan content has stopped for over a year, and I know I grabbed a lot of you guys from the Dokkan era, but I had to quit. I developed a gambling addiction. It's been in every like description, but I recently like completely deleted my account because I couldn't get back into it. Or every time I got back into it, I would spend money. Not a ton, luckily, but I had to get rid of it for good. And that's actually been really healthy for me. I've not had to like an itch to get back in since. So that's been nice. I am, however, really excited for the future. So I have been in the process of moving. You might have remembered my temporary setup from back in the day, a couple months ago, but now I am set up. This is my actual office. I have an iMac and a desk to edit on for the first time ever. I have a room that I can kind of use to record and do things in, so that's really cool. I've got a ton of script ideas being worked on. Actually, I'm going to do something crazy, hopefully, which is in November. I am going to upload 57 videos in a month. I'm going to do one a day and then one for each hour on the 13th, which is my birthday. So I'm very excited for that. Please stay tuned. There will be a ton of stuff. And it's not going to be like 5-second shorts or anything like that. These will be fully recorded, fully edited, and fully uploaded regular content. So it hopefully won't impact the schedule of anything else either. I've got a couple of videos I'm going to put out before then that I'm really excited for, some heavily edited ones. If you liked my video on identity, which did get a ton of views, but did get a ton of likes, I highly recommend watching it. It got really good feedback. So there'll be a couple more like that, a couple more reviews, some tier list stuff. I'm super hyped. So let me know what you guys think. If there's any ideas you want me to try, I'm happy to do it. I am really going to get experimental, but I am super excited for the first time in a while with this channel of just the stuff I can do. So I'm very hyped. Once again, if it came for Dokkan stuff, it's just not going to happen. So I can't do it healthily. So I apologize for that. Even though it's my most viewed video by far, I just can't anymore. So with all that being said, if you watched till the end, thank you guys so much. I have no idea what kind of video this is going to be. It can't be long. It's just kind of hastily thrown together because I wanted to edit something. I've been jonesing. I'm tired of scripting things. I want to actually put something out. So hope you all enjoyed. Love you all. And like we always say here on the channel, hope to see you around sometime.